got little miniature cheesecakes. The Twisted Chef has joined us. Lynn Frappier, great to have you back on the show.
Thank you very much.
For people who aren't familiar with your blog,
yes.
The Twisted Chef encompasses what?
Yeah, little twists on classic recipes. So lots of fun in the kitchen, normally very simple.
There's the twisted part in there,
There's always a twisted part in it, yeah.
All right, so this is something you're saying is incredibly simple, especially for people who are looking to prepare now for the Thanksgiving festivities. You could do it now and away you go, and it's good to last.
Exactly. I made these ones that we have on hand last weekend. And I just froze them. So the beauty about cheesecake is the further ahead that you make it, the better it is, because the more it sits, the better tasting, and it's delicious.
Awesome. Look at this smile that she's got. Now she gets to taste it. Okay, so this is a recipe that people can find on the blog.
Totally.
And we're going to create half the recipe right now so that you realize how easy it is to do.
Absolutely. And the beauty of it is half a recipe will make you 12 mini cheesecakes. So if you make the full, you'll get 2 dozen. Not everyone needs 2 dozen mini cheesecakes, especially if you're going to have other things. So half, easy. And the beauty of it is if you make half, you only need 1 thing of cream cheese. Normally, cheesecake recipes, you need 3 or 4 of them, which makes it expensive and really rich and heavy.
It would actually. If you start to think adding all of that up, it would be.
So my secret to cheesecake is make it in your food processor, because you don't have to blitz it as long, and it gets it really airy, and then that way, that's it, done. So I put 1 package of
See, look at me right now. I'm going to help you.
Oh, thank you very much. I forgot to bring mine. That's awesome. So that, along with some white sugar, just over 1/4 cup, and then you blitz it. That's done.
That's it?
That's it. Then you're going to add, we'll start off with the eggs. So the original recipe calls for 3 full eggs and 1 egg yolk. We're going to do 1 full egg and 1 egg yolk. It works every time. And the difference is that you don't want to have to go back and forth and do half an egg yolk and 1 1/2. Thank you.
You're welcome.
1 1/2 eggs. So blitz that in. Done. And then you're going to add sour cream, 3/4 cup of sour cream. Like, is this not the easiest thing ever?
I'm looking at this. I can actually still remember it offhand, which is what I usually need to do.
And then you're going to add some vanilla. And I mean, if you wanted to make this lemon or orange or any other flavor, then just add the extract for that. And then a pinch of salt, because you always want to add a bit of salt to your sweet stuff, because it really takes out the flavor. And then blitz it. That's it. That's the recipe. And there it is. And then you just scrape down the sides. Super simple.
Ready to go.
It's ready to go.
Now, oftentimes I have to be honest, it's the crust, it's the base of a cheesecake that really makes a difference. So what have you used here?
I made homemade white chocolate chip orange cookies. And what I normally do as well is I always have extra quinoa that I've toasted, and I cook it when I make it for sweet things. I cook it with a vanilla pod and a cinnamon stick in it instead of chicken broth or when you would cook it for savory food. And then that way it makes it a bit sweeter. And so toss it all together with a bit of melted butter. You don't want to use too much melted butter at this point, because otherwise it's going to bake really hard and really crusty, and it'll leak oil. You don't want that. So just enough that like it would stick together, but not so much that you're able to like make a fistful of like it doesn't really stay, but it sticks. You know what I mean? The difference? So anyways, you just don't want it too oily. So slowly add butter. For 2 dozen cookies that I blitzed up in the food processor, I added maybe a maximum of 1/4 cup of melted butter to it. So not too much. And then what you do, and this is what I find is the easiest thing, is I either put my cream cheese filling in a measuring cup with a lip, or in a squeeze bottle, so that you don't have to worry about being able to fill up your muffin tin. And then that way, it'll pour on top. And you kind of want to get it quite up to the top, because it will puff up, but then it does sink a little bit.
It'll drop in. Okay, and then how did you get that? You just added
you can buy canned cranberries, or I took fresh ones, boiled them down with some orange juice and orange zest, and then made this, pureed it again, and then you
just literally put it on the top.
Put it on the top.
And how long?
And you bake them for 20 minutes. Like 20 minutes at 350. I don't think you can get much better for holiday baking, and you can make it today.
Can I steal one of these? Because at this point, you need to know that what you made last week is still really good to go, right?
Yes.
The recipe is listed on your blog.
On the blog.
twistedchef.ca.
And it should be up right now because I finished it last night because people seem to be very enthusiastic after I appear on this show.
This is really good, by the way.
Thank you.
And something you can do now and put it away. Put it in the fridge, put it in the freezer, and you're good to go for either your Sunday, your Monday meal, even your Saturday.
Yes, absolutely.
You make them tonight, you're serving them tomorrow.